And them. So you've got a purpose while you're here to try and do the good and avoid the bad. So I'm thinking this makes sense. He's saying, yeah, this life is just a test. Don't look for happiness in this life. You'll never find it. This life is just a test. You need to focus on pleasing Allah. How can you even expect your heart to be content if you don't have a relationship with the one who created your heart? You're never going to be happy. You're never going to be content. You're chasing it. You're looking for happiness in all the wrong areas. The within ain't going to be content unless it has a relationship with the one who created it. So I'm thinking, do you know what? I need to focus on Allah more. I need to take more steps towards this religion. So I start taking more steps towards this religion. Start researching it, reading it. And like I said, I'm looking into it. And the more I look into it, the more I was enthusiastic. Like, do you know what? This is better. The way they're moving, the way these, like I was saying before, about the way these brothers, these women are moving and these men are moving. That's the kind of peaceful life. That's the peaceful life I want. So, I remember, I always tell this story, the way this guy gives the dawah. Someone was talking to me about Islam. I told him, yeah, I'm thinking of becoming a Muslim. I was enthusiastic, yeah. We've got to be careful when we're giving dawah. He was like, I told him I want to become Muslim. I was enthusiastic, excited. He was young. And you know, sometimes the young Muslims got a different type of energy. I had it when I was young as well. I had it like when I was 6-7 months into being Muslim. My energy was different. I was straight. I felt like I just graduated from Medina University. I know I didn't, but that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I walked in my household to my mum. I'd look at her. If I see alcohol, I'll pick it up, I'll pour it down the sink, and I'd move her hand like, no. And I even changed the way I spoke. My mum once looked at me and said, why you got this accent? I said, mother, you see this drink? It will take you to the fire. It will take you to the fire. You can't drink this drink. And I started realizing, why am I using this accent? Why don't I just talk normal? But I felt more religious with that accent. I was 6 months in. Like, mother, I can't have this conversation. I'd repeat myself. If this will take you to the fire, I'm telling you this drink, it will take you to the fire. Like, Papa was doing it like the talks. And then I'd even throw in Arabic words, knowing she don't understand. Like, even people on the street, I'd walk down the street, I'd see people, and I'd just say to the brother, I remember when they teach me the Arabic word nasiha. First brother I see, I'll be like, Assalamu alaikum, brother. If you come here, I just want to give you some nasiha. Brother. Like, I felt like, you know, I'm enjoying the good, forbid the wrong. Like, but I was 6 months in. So this guy, I remember when I was a non-Muslim and I met him, he was a bit like that, but at the time I didn't know. So I said to him, bro, you're Muslim, yeah? And he said, yeah, of course I am, brother, of course I am. I said, yeah, I'm thinking of joining you, you know. But I don't know if I had something, a lighter in my hand, and I was like in a different place. I wasn't Muslim yet. So he's looked at me and he's just disregarded. He's like, are you sure? Oh, I don't know if you could do that, bro. So I was thinking, hold on, like I was enthusiastic, I got pure energy, and he's like, you know, like everything you're doing, like there's a lot you're doing, like it's haram, innit? Like you live a very haram life. So I said, what? I don't even know what haram is. I said, what's that word? Like, I don't even know what that is. He said, it's unlawful, it's disallowed. Like a lot of things you do, you have to stop, you know, if you want to be a Muslim. I said, like what? Because I felt judged now. I was like, what do I do? Like, and he goes, like this rapping thing you're doing, like. I said, oh yeah, I get it, like. But to me at the time, I was thinking, it's not a criminal activity. Like, for me, it was just like, what's against the law, what's not against the law. I wasn't even considering what's Allah's laws. So he says, no, it's a criminal, like, you're not allowed. And then I thought, you know what, I'm rapping about guns and drugs, and I get it. He goes, no, all the rapping, all the music, it's haram, bro. You can't do it. Music is haram. I was like, well, all music. So about them love songs, like them women like Celine Dion, and them songs like I can't live and living is without you. That's positive. Like, how's that haram? He said, no, all music, it doesn't matter, it's all haram. I was thinking, is this guy know what he's talking about or not? So I said, okay, so what if, I started questioning my cocky side, come out, I said, what if you go to a party then? What are you going to do? Dance in the party with no music? Like, he goes, a party's haram as well. I said, the party's haram. I was thinking, that's definitely a positive thing. People go to a party to have a good time, not to have a bad time. No one want to kill you. It's a good thing. So I said, so how can parties be around? What if it's your birthday and you want to celebrate? How are you going to celebrate your birthday? You can't have a birthday party. He said, birthdays is haram, bro. I said, you for real? So no birthday as well. I said, you know what? I don't even need to celebrate my birthday, to be fair. I'm over that now. I'm 18. I just go to a restaurant, invite a couple of girls, guys, have a dinner, bring out a little cake. I'm good with that. He said, what? I said, go to a restaurant. He goes, what, with girls and guys in their place having dinner? He says, that's haram as well, bro. I said, why? Just sitting down in a restaurant eating? He says, yeah, because it's like free mixing, it's haram. I said, wow. So I'm thinking, do you know what? I come in this conversation positive, but you're making it negative. I'm going to leave this conversation. I'm going to the shop, you know. Do you want anything? I'm going to the high street. He goes, where are you going? I said, I'm just going to get something to eat on the high street. He said, what are you eating? I said, I'm just going to get like a McDonald's or something. He said, yeah, McDonald's is haram, bro. So I was thinking to myself, I'm leaving this conversation like, wow. I remember walking to the food shop thinking, I'm not sure about this decision now. As a young man, 18, 19 years old, I'm unsure now because I'm thinking, I want to enjoy myself a little bit. Like, it sounds like that religion's going to be too hard. So when I saw the first Muslim, he was giving me dawah, and he was like, Ashely, how are you? Let me talk to you, man. How's things? You still thinking of becoming a Muslim? Like, you remember the last time I saw you? You said, next time. I was like, I didn't even want to see you today. I said, boy, do you know what? I don't know, you know. He's like, what do you mean? Like, you were so positive last time. I said, yeah, I know, but I was chatting to this guy, like, and he's telling me you're not allowed to have a birthday and burgers are haram. And, you know, he was just teaching me about what's haram. And he was like, what? It's like he was so angry inside. He said, who was talking to you about this? I said, you saw some young Muslim, but he was proper religious. He had his beard and da-da. He was like, no. And he started teaching me about faith. And this is like the within, the internal. He's like, do you not listen? If even Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, have mercy on her, said if they came to us with the rule straight away, we would have all ran away. First, we had to learn faith. We had to learn faith. We had to build up our faith. If you don't have no faith, how are you going to follow rules? Once the faith was high, for years, it was years before any rules and commands came down. Once the faith was high, when the rules come, their faith is so high, they know about Allah, they know about paradise, heaven and hell and Allah's qadr. Their faith was so high. When the rules came, they listen and obey with no option. Tell the believing women to cover this, rip. We do that now. We don't even need to question, because they had so much faith. That's a command from Allah, we do it. As though that's a command from Allah, we do it. They didn't question that because they had so much faith. So now, I'll go back to how I started. The buying the can of beans in the corn, and I was thinking to myself, what is up with this religion? I was analysing, not even the people, even myself. My friend came out of prison the other day. He done 12 years. He done 12 years behind the door. So like, he was with us for 3 years before he went jail as Muslims. And when he come out, I said to him, he said to me, I'm looking at everyone. And he says, what happened, bro? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, what happened? I just don't feel like, it feels like it's not the same. Like, what have you guys done with your Islam? See, when he starts throwing that question at man, like, what have you done with your Islam, man? I'm thinking, what do you mean? He says, I feel like Allah done me a favor putting me in that jail cell for those years. Because now at first I was jealous of you because you was out here. But now I've come out here and I see what everyone's like and how everyone's iman is. Allah done me a favor putting me in jail. That's the way he said. I was thinking, wow. I was thinking, well, we're still praying and that. But that's how it felt. But I realized, you know what, he's like, we're in a bad way. And I'm just going by his analysis. It looks like he's in a bad state, bro. And then I was thinking about it when I was driving. And I think about many things I've seen over the years. And what attracted me to the religion and what I found in the religion. Like, I just feel like it's like everything we was taught is like the opposite we do. Everything I was attracted to, we're more the opposite. No digs, this is just our own observation, something we can think about and learn. But I was thinking, like, even little things, little tiny things, like Allah says, trim the moustache and grow the beard. I first became Muslim, I went straight to Egypt to study. I want to be around the Muslims, and it was like everyone trim the beard and grow the moustache. They literally done the opposite. Like that was a sign of, clean shaven and a big moustache. So I was like, right, they're doing the opposite. Little things like the wedding. The simplest wedding is the best in the eyes of Allah. We are simple, the Muslims are simple. I went to my first Muslim wedding, it was the biggest wedding I've ever been to in my life. It was extravagant. I even remember saying, like, when the auntie came to me, good wedding, yeah? I said, yeah, it's like the dress looks like she's wearing diamonds. This is proper big, innit? She goes, no, this is the first day. Wait till tomorrow. I was thinking, wow, like, we wasn't like that. Even me, like non-Muslim, our weddings wasn't like that. It was just a little hall, crack on. So I was thinking, and then I was thinking, what? The Sahabas are simple. One of my early tapes I used to listen to the cassette tape. I remember saying that your life should be simple. The companions were simple. Their dress was simple. Their homes were simple. Everything was simple. I don't know about up here, but we're the most extravagant, the Muslims. If you see a Ferrari driving down one of these roads, you know it's an Asian brother, a Muslim brother, or an Arab brother. The Muslims are the most extravagant. The same in London. So I'm thinking, are we